Obviously, one of the things that stand out in the film is the whole punk mentality, I feel. The characters, the settings, the Idols songs. What is the importance there for you, the approach? And is it important for punk to exist as a mentality nowadays?
I mean, it's just my personal aesthetic. I love The Clash. I love Stiff Little Fingers. I loved all that music growing up. And we were still listening to all of it in the 90s. I know we're a little bit behind England in that, but so I just felt that it was the right mood, even though it's not accurate time. I think kind of like Russ, I'm a kind of punk, I'm more of a wannabe than Russ clearly is, but I love that culture. And it was flourishing in New York City all through the 90s. So I felt it made sense. There was a certain type of grunge that was still going on. It's interesting, when I watched the film last night, I forgot that Regina King talks about the gentrification of the neighborhood and stuff. And so like that tension was already starting back then.
And speaking about the time, then the 90s play a big role, obviously, in the setting of the film. What does this time and this place signify for you both, I guess?
I think there was just a lot of hope in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot less existential dread going on. I think definitely like people weren't spending 7 hours staring into their devices.
That's a big one, isn't it?
Huge.
You can't underestimate the transition that's taken place with that. Right?
Everything from how we act on the street, how we act in public, to like just meeting. Like when we made Pi or Requiem in this time frame, it would be like, meet on this corner, we will pick you up. And if you weren't there on time on the corner,
you got to phone their mum up and be like, where are you?
Exactly.
I remember that though.
Exactly.
Meet me outside of this shop.
Yeah.
And you're like, where is he? Well, he left the house.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was a whole different way people interacted. And that was interesting, like, you know, teaching Osten Butler about answering machines. I mean, he knew what it was,
What?
but like,
Did he-
no, he knew
How
what it
old is
was,
Austin?
but the timing,
Yeah.
the timing of like how long after you press the button, something respond. I had to remind myself. 'cause
Dude,
it's been a
going
long
back
time.
and listening to an archive scene was great. Listen to your messages. Dude,
Yeah.
and then, like, can you remember when you first got phones in cars?
Oh,
You had like
gosh.
a car phone with just an actual
No,
phone
I
in the
never
car.
had that.
My dad
Well,
did,
Russ
and I
would
was
have had
like,
that.
wow.
Would have been great in the Russmobile. By the way, we need a. Does that car have a name?
The Russmobile.
Yeah,
Russell.
Russell. The
Yeah.
Russellmobile.
Yeah.
The Russell.
You probably don't know this, but The Whale was a huge hit in Greece. It was literally in the top 10 of the box office that year.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Played like a blockbuster.
Yeah.
So people
Wow,
love this
cool.
movie in my country, and they love you as well. So I wanted to know, you know, what you took away from that film and how it, I don't know, was Caught Stealing maybe a response to that in a way? Is there connective tissue?
Kalimera, Kalinikta, whatever time it is. But I got to say that no, it wasn't a response to it or that. It was. I think I was just sort of like feeling what I was looking for in movies when I was thinking about what to watch, and I really wanted well-made movies, but I wanted them fun, and I didn't see that much. Like I was having a hard time finding that. And I was like, what happened to those films? What if I got together with all my mates who are like now master filmmakers and just we put all of our ability together and then cast the hell out of it, have a great time making it. Maybe we can make something that's kind of refreshing and fun for people.
And Matt, you've played a wide variety of roles that have completely different vibes between them, like from Doctor Who I adore, to, you know, the Crown or House of the Dragon, to this, completely different vibes, not just different characters. And I'm wondering, do you find something from yourself in each one of them, and what was it about this one?
I just loved this part. I mean, look, it was a Ντάρεν Αρονόφσκι film first, you know, you're like, yeah. And then I just thought, wow, how amazing to sort of get to go and touch the edge of society in a character, you know, both sort of physically, aesthetically, and attitudistically, if that's even a word, but you know what I mean, in one's attitude and aspect. And I don't know, really. I think, just remind me of the question again. It's about the variety of characters. And, oh, no, do you see yourself in them? Well, to be honest with you, I think it's not to talk about acting in too sort of dense a way, but every journey with any character is sort of return to yourself in a way. because you've got to filter it through your lens. So they're in all of them, really. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah, probably somewhere.
Okay, well, that's time.
Thanks, man.
Great questions. Thank you very much.